If you've ever tried to lose weight and then your life completely imploded on you, the meal prep stopped, the protein goals stopped, and honestly just eating like a human being stopped, this video's for you because that's exactly where I'm at right now. My kitchen was in boxes for months. I've gained back some weight, and what you're looking at right now is the first meal prep that I've done in over 4 months. So we're doing this together, starting completely from scratch, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm making this week. I have 4 high-protein meals that are simple enough that even a very overwhelmed 47-year-old with ADHD can pull off on a Monday afternoon. If you haven't seen my last video, go watch it after this one. The short version is that I've been battling severe anxiety. My husband lost his job. We moved cross-country in less than a week, and I spent the better part of 5 months just trying to survive. When you're in survival mode, calorie counting, hitting protein goals, none of that is a priority. And my body reflects that right now, and I'm not gonna try to pretend otherwise. So here's where I'm starting. My goal this week is to hit 125 grams of protein a day, not my 160 gram goal, not perfect, but 125, because I know from experience, if I try to jump back in with both feet and do everything all at once, I'm gonna rebound on week 2, guaranteed. The ADHD brain does not do well from a nothing to all mindset. She has tried, she has failed. We are trying to do it differently this time. 125 grams of protein, 4 very simple recipes, 1 Monday afternoon. Here's what we're making. Number 1 is a chia pudding to eat with breakfast. If you've never had or like chia, I know it sounds weird, just stay with me. Number 2 is Greek chicken bowls for lunches. As little as 5 ingredients. I'm absolutely obsessed with Mediterranean flavors. Number 3 is taco meat for dinners that I can throw on basically anything. And number 4 is a high protein banana bread that actually tastes like banana bread and not sadness. I've shared it several times on my channel, which again, ADHD, hyperfixation is a whole thing. Don't worry about it. Let's get cooking. Before we get started, there's someone I need to introduce you guys to because he's very vocal and you probably will hear him at some point during this video. This is Snickerdoodle. You can say hi to everybody. Helios poops bigger than him, but he's quite adorable and we love him. Let's get into the recipes. This has been my breakfast obsession for over a year and I will not be taking criticism. I love it and that's all there is to it. This is what you need. Milk of your choice. I'm using the Fairlife dupe from Aldi because I'm cheap. Chia seeds, salt, sweetener. I don't want to hear it about my cancer packets, and vanilla. That's it. Just 5 ingredients. I weigh the milk and the chia first. I mix in the salt, the vanilla, and the sweetener into the milk. This is homemade vanilla paste my sister and I made for her birthday last year. Use whatever sweetener you want. This is the one I like. It's what I grew up with. I like it. So, you do you. All sweet things need a little salt. And then we're gonna mix it together. Oh, well. We'll pretend like that didn't happen, okay? And then I'm gonna gradually add in the chia seeds. I know it looks like it's not gonna come together right now, but the chia starts to absorb the liquid over time. So I'll randomly come in here throughout my meal prep and just stir it up. If you just mix them together once and throw them in the fridge, I can't be held responsible for what you'll wake up to in the morning. The first time I made this, I did that because the ADHD said, we don't have time for the mixy nonsense. And I had a rubbed? Yes, sure did. I had a rubber layer of chia with a milk floater on top. I stirred it up and ate it anyway. It was gross. Don't do that. Okay, macros. In the morning, I will mix in some vanilla non-fat Greek yogurt, top it with mangoes, some wild blueberries, and some protein granola, and I'll eat it with my favorite breakfast, and that will get me 36 grams of protein. 36, before 9 a.m. We love to see it. Greek chicken bowls. This is my lunch for the week. It could not be any simpler. Well, I suppose it could be simpler, but would it still be delicious? It's questionable. You need chicken. Imagine that, chicken for Greek chicken bowls. Some Greek seasoning. I'm gonna try this Food Craft Euro seasoning I found at Aldi because I don't wanna have to play hide and seek with the spices that I have in a drawer box on the top shelf of a pantry that, We're doing this, okay? Other than the chicken, we're gonna need some Greek yogurt, cucumbers, tomatoes. If you wanna get fancy, use a little feta. So I'm tossing these tenders on a baking sheet and sprinkling them with Euro seasoning. Yes, these are still frozen. The Costco bag said I could do it, and so I'm gonna, because I'm allowing my laziness powers to activate. These will bake in a 375-degree oven for 22 to 25 minutes, flipping over halfway. And while those bake, I will address the yogurt. The Greek yogurt is your sauce. You could just do it plain, but if you just season it with a little garlic, a little lemon juice, herbs, whatever you have, I happen to have some dill and chives. It doubles as a tzatziki style sauce that's gonna add a ton of flavor and deliciousness. If you don't wanna DIY your sauce, Aldi makes a fabulous tzatziki style cucumber dill sauce that you could just use instead. The macros won't be as good. It's a little higher in fat, a little lower in protein, but that's why it's delicious. Why is it chonky? That's gonna be a lot of thoth. Fresh squeezed or bottled, does not matter. Please hold, I need to flip my chicken. You could put some oregano in here. It seems to be the patron saint of Greek seasonings, but I'm good with this just as is. More salt. That'll get better as it sits, but it needs garlic powder. Hits different. Lovely. You could just eat this chicken as is if you wanted to, but I'm gonna serve it over some microwave rice with cucumber, tomato, my makeshift tzatziki, and some crumbled feta, which is gonna bring the full bowl to a total of 49 grams of protein. Running total so far, breakfast plus lunch, 84 grams. We're more than halfway there before 1 p.m. This is why meal prep works on a weight loss journey. Okay, this is the most versatile thing in my fridge this week. Chicken taco meat. I have 2 pounds of 92% lean ground chicken because it's cheaper than turkey or beef right now. The 92% lean is important. Anything less than 7% fat and the texture will more closely resemble sawdust than actual meat. Don't go 99% lean, please, for the sake of your taste buds. I'm gonna brown this chicken, add the seasoning, put in a splash of water, let it cook for 5 minutes or so, and then I'm done. Here's why I chose this week. I can put this on rice, I can put it in lettuce wraps, I can put it on top of a baked potato, I can eat it with a spoon over the sink at 9 p.m. Look, we get it in where we can right now, okay? 5-ish ounces of 92% lean ground chicken will get me 30 grams of protein. I will be making some tacos with this, and with all the extra fixings, that will get me a whopping 52 grams of protein total at dinner time. Meal 4. And I saved this one for last on purpose because it's my favorite and I needed something to look forward to while I was cooking the chicken. This is high protein banana bread. This is what you're gonna need for very ripe bananas. Bonus points if they're so slimy they make you gag. Also, if you pop them in the freezer and thaw them, it accelerates the ripening process. Brown and white sugars of choice. I'm doing substitutes to bring down the calories. Vanilla, baking powder, and soda. Salt, protein powder of your choice. I always use PE Science for baking. Flour, an egg, and some melted butter. And yes, we are using actual full-fat butter because I'm an adult and I love my taste buds. And I'm also gonna add some pecans because I have free will and I like them. If you don't like nuts, don't add them. It's crazy that I have to say that, but that's a thing. I actually prefer walnuts because they have a better protein ratio, but my sister currently has about 10 pounds of pecans sitting in her freezer, so we're being responsible. You want it to be about 400 grams of bananas. You smell good. And then I get a snack. Oh, well, maybe, oops. Look. What am I supposed to do with that? 50. I could get out my immersion blender, but I am not that concerned. And then you're gonna sift in your dry ingredients. Fold those together until they're just combined, like just barely. And then lastly, we're gonna stir in the melted butter. Now, I don't know why it makes a difference doing it last, but the man that made the recipe said it makes a difference, and I like it enough that I just don't argue and I do what I'm told. The batter goes into a greased loaf pan, or you can be like me and use a jumbo muffin tin. You can even top them with chalky chips if you like. I think chocolate chips and banana bread is an abomination, but you do you. Salmonella, I dare you. If I wanted to be really anal, I could weigh the batter, and we're not there yet right now, guys. I'm gonna throw these in the oven at 350 for as long as it takes for them to cook. I don't know exactly what the time is because the recipe calls for cooking it in a loaf, which takes much longer. So I'll probably check them in about like 18 to 20 minutes, but I seem to remember them taking like close to half an hour, so. Oh yeah, those smell so good. Each jumbo muffin, and this makes 6, has 12 grams of protein. That's dessert with 12 grams of protein. I need you to understand how recipes like this changed my life on my weight loss journey. Make them. This is all done. It's ready to go into fridge. It's nice to be outside. It's a little warm in there after all the baking and the things. So let's add all this up. Breakfast, 39 grams. Lunch, 49 grams. Dinner, 52 grams. And dessert, 12 grams. That is 149 grams of protein on a Monday afternoon with probably less than 2 hours of active meal prep. So we blew that 125 gram goal out of the water. This is the thing that I really want you to hear, especially if you're just starting out, if you're starting over, if you've had a rough couple of months, if your relationship with food has gotten a little complicated. This is not about being perfect. This is not about hitting some magical macro number every single day without fail, because I've tried that a million times. We all have. And it never works. Life blows up, the tracking stops, and then everything stops. The weight gain starts, everything snowballs, and you feel like an absolute failure. I'm trying to build on a foundation that's sustainable, even on my worst days. Even on the days where I'm anxious, I'm exhausted, or I just moved across the country and I still don't know where everything is in my kitchen yet. These 4 meals are not Instagram worthy. They're probably not gonna be pinned by anybody on Pinterest, but they're gonna keep me fed and they're gonna keep me moving forward. And that's enough for now. Heck, that's more than enough for now. This is the full spread. Chia pudding waiting to be portioned in the morning, Greek chicken bowl fixings, taco meat, and my little banana muffins waiting to be devoured one at a time, as long as my self-restraint holds. This took me about 2 hours from start to finish, and just imagine how much time I would have saved if I hadn't been yapping my head off, moving cameras around, doing the most. Next week, I'm gonna share a full update with you guys on where I'm at with my weight loss, what's working so far, and what's still really hard. And if you watched my comeback video from last week, you'll know we've got a lot to talk about. Before I let you go, I want to ask you something. When life gets hard and you need something simple, what is your go-to high protein meal? I'm working on building my repertoire back up again. I genuinely need ideas and I just want to know what's worked for you. And also, if you're in a season of starting over, whether that's with weight loss, your mental health, your routine, or life in general, I just want you to know that showing up in any capacity counts. This meal prep was far from perfect, but I showed up and so did you. And that's all that matters. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit that button. I would love for you to stick around. I've got a lot of really fun new content planned, and I don't want you to miss out. The link to my comeback video is down in the caption if you want to see where I've been over the last several months. Thank you so much to all the new friends that have joined us. I was overwhelmed by the response to that video. I love you guys so, so very much. Thank you for being here. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. What are you doing, camera? Nope. Hold on. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. The ADHD, she is a beast. It'd be fine. Oh, no, it's still not preheated. Just kidding. Meat thermometer. Save me from foodborne illness.
I don't need a whole road.